damage with their bazookas and nasty raid right into the mortar positions. One mortar half-track out, second knocked out, crew members strewn all over the battlefield. It's horrible. Howitzer fire ranging right into the rear lines of the Allies, not Allies, the SS, which have also received the Hummel self-propelled artillery to support them, which certainly means that the Allied troops are going to be in even larger peril, as it has quite the large gun, although it is a bit inaccurate, so it can be a bit of a mixed blessing. No further armor assets is looking from the Ally, although the Stuart has been repaired. Although, what does it look like? Do we have here? Another Cromwell, no Fireflies, tragically. Back to Smurfi. And now the Hummel is firing its heavy howitzer, in fact, onto the positions of the British, hitting the 25 pounder and doing a lot of damage. Although the crew stoically bears it. Panzer Grenadiers moving up and doing some repairs to what the Bergtiger is in fact able to pull back from the fight. The wreck's still there, so it's actually not much of a loss, and it's probably going to be mostly the Allies having lost something there. And we see a howitzer as well from the Americans, meaning this is going to be quite the artillery party.
The enemy's points have fallen to
Going to be a lot of artillery exchanges then, and the Axis artillery definitely have the advantage since that one can actually move. Doesn't actually look like there's been any doctrine choices for Chesivisky. Nope. Quite odd, in fact. Certainly could probably have done something with it, for example commanders dropping behind enemy lines or anything like that, but apparently not. Howitzers ranging right into the Panzer Grenadiers, forcing a full rout. Panzer Grenadiers not keen on standing out in the open while howitzer shells land right among them. Hetzer though braving the artillery fire and moving in, trying to knock out the Cromwell, and successfully doing so, not discouraged by the artillery nor the anti-tank weapons being arrayed against it, and looks like the British commander's pulled out, realizing he's not going to win and leaving it to a AI sub-commander. This is certainly going to only worsen the Allied effort, since the AI isn't really going to be able to coordinate anything with the other commander. But it looks like the American commander is grinning and bearing it, although he is still suffering heavy losses. British armor actually doing something aggressive now that the AI is taking over, moving in for a flanking move. Looks like the mortar half-track is going to be in another nasty position, and the Hummel has been caught out in the open. Good lord, this could end very badly if the AI could actually pursue it, but apparently has decided to focus on the howitzer. Looks like the Allied armor will pursue the Hummel. Will it make it away? Will the self-propelled artillery move away in time? And heavy artillery ranging in here. Hetzer's pulling back. Panzer Grenadiers moving in now, having been replenished. And the Hetzer has knocked out a Stuart light tank, it seems, and is now going to deal with the Cromwell in short order as well. Rangers trying to seize the central victory point, but no luck whatsoever. It seems taking heavy fire from all points and corners. One Ranger left. Will he make it out of there alive? Yes, just barely. Not looking good for the Allies, who are continually firing as much artillery as they can muster right into the presumed Axis positions, but without any actual reconnaissance or line of sight. It's just going to be guesswork. Infantry section trying to hold back a Panzer Grenadier charge, but they are overwhelmed and they're going to have to pull back before completely wiped out. Hetzer stalking the Cromwell, trying to desperately make its escape. And this is just completely horrific for the Allies, having been outmaneuvered, outgunned, and just generally out everythinged by the Panzer Elite commanders, having lacked the aggressive drive to actually put some pressure and try to do some actual harassment to the Panzer Elite, instead just going for the rushing right into the walled approach, which certainly isn't always effective. And now the Panzer Grenadiers is knocking out all the artillery assets for the Allies. Rangers driving away some, but not with much luck. And the armored command track is impaled as well. But the Panzer Grenadiers are driven off before that becomes an issue. Central victory point has temporarily gone over to Smokeyzen. Panzer Grenadiers do not seem concerned with it. The medic tent right here still seems to be pulling out wounded and reconstituting fresh squads, certainly to the advantage of Smokeyzen, although I'm not sure for how long he's actually gotten anything, since his forces are mostly composed of Rangers at the moment, it seems. Trying to hook the central victory point, and artillery knocking out both the 17 pounder gun and the medical tent, leaving out the complete right flank completely open to the SS troops. Quite devastating, in fact. The AI apparently deciding a machine gun emplacement is going to be really pretty there, and Rangers trying to knock out the mortar half track. And we see a Jagdpanzergruppe led by a Jagdpanther moving ahead, going to cause a bit of damage. I suspect the Jagdpanther equipped with the high velocity 88mm gun, the same as the King Tiger, and with 80mm sloped armor. Quite the beast. Going right for the original starting point of the British, are probably going to find their way towards the headquarters and wreck it completely in seconds. Machine gun emplacement down. Rangers being caught out in the open, although getting a bit of support from the M18's Hellcat. Allied mine out there? That's a bit odd. Although it looks like the Panzer Grenadiers spotted it, rendering it useless. Trying to seize this victory point, going for a victory points win for some reason, but I'm not sure that's going to be feasible at all. Rangers taking the point despite an incendiary grenade going off, and what did we have there? What on earth? That was a Hummel shot, it seems. Firing artillery directly at the point, quite lethal, wiping out the Rangers, leaving a huge mess of wounded and dead Rangers, screaming and dying. Horrific. M18 trying to conduct some sort of maneuver, but the Jagdpanzergruppe has moved completely into the Allied base and is wreaking total havoc, blowing up whatever they want to and doing a lot of damage to the American headquarters. And Smokeyzen has thrown the towel into the ring, realizing this fight cannot be won. Well then, oh, that looks pretty. Numerous Panzerschreck rockets going off. Quite a bit of fireworks actually. So, what did we learn from this match? Well, for one, despite the Panzer Grenadiers certainly being one of the more aggressive and mobile factions, you still have to be aggressive when actually fighting them, otherwise you're just going to play right into their hands. Also, do not send your troops in piecemeal. Coordinate them. If you're sending in infantry, use armor to support them. If you're sending in armor, have infantry support them. Don't just send them in one at a time. And tank destroyers, in particular Americans, are not tanks. They're meant to destroy them. They're meant to run around at the edges, shoot them from behind, not slug it out. Really can't be stressed enough. And of course, work together. It can really make a difference. And of course, be careful of booby traps. So, I hope you enjoyed this match, and if you did, why not subscribe or tell your friends. And this is Imperial Dane saying, good shot, Nathan. Don't get too cocky.